Hey, sixth graders. This is week 2. I guess we're going into week 2 now. Day 11 of our time off. And it's really weird. And I know that you guys are probably thinking it's super weird too. And I wish we could all play together and be together and get ready for going out to the 5th grade and doing the recruiting and concerts. But unfortunately, this is where we are. So I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're trying to have a little bit of fun. I hope you're giving those dogs and cats and fish a few extra snuggles and maybe breaking out some board games that you haven't played in a while. I'm going to talk to you about what our expectations are for this week. Obviously, we're not requiring anything of you. We're not grading anything in particular. We're just going to be offering some fine resources and things for you to just keep your skills up and not fall too far behind. So as far as band is concerned, it's hard because for sixth graders, for beginners, I'm usually right there next to you, helping you and giving you the instant feedback. And that's going to be really hard for us in the next few weeks. So what I'm thinking is this. I'm going to give you some ideas of how to practice and ways to practice. And I'm going to also put on Google Classroom a couple of different assignments. And while you may not have your instrument, most of you do. So those of you with instruments, if you are practicing and you want to upload a video to that assignment category, I'll say like assignment number 1, pandemic series 2020, I don't know. And you're going to upload a video and then I can give you some feedback via, I can just type you some verbal feedback. If you want, if you don't have your instrument and you would like to practice, that's going to be awfully difficult, but you could still do some other things. I'm going to show you what you can do in just a minute. So I'm going to give you a couple ideas. So if you look down into Google Classroom, I posted how to practice. It's a document. You just have to open it up on Google Classroom. And it's going to give you an idea of how to practice for about 20 to 30 minutes a day. And you may not want to do 20 to 30 minutes all at once. You might want to do maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes and then come back to it later, which is completely fine. So for those of you that have your instruments, what I would do is warm up on some easier music, maybe out of book 1, maybe your scales that you've learned. If you look, there's some of those warm-up areas like in the gold boxes within the book. Those are great warm-ups too. But even just playing some easier music that we haven't played in a while, that would be sufficient for a warm-up. So that would be like considered about 5-10 minutes. Then you're going to move to some music that maybe you've been working on and it's hard. So we haven't really finished the chromatic scale. Maybe you want to look at the chromatic scale and start really focusing on that this week. Maybe you're still trying to work on your B-flat concert scale, because for some of you that's harder. Most of you, the E-flat scale isn't terrible, but maybe it is harder for you and you still want to work on that, and that's something you've been working towards. Perhaps you want to work on some of the sheet music that I passed out. Now, I just passed out Linus and Lucy, and we haven't had a chance to play it. But the good news is you could practice it. And I have the music too at home. So if you wanted to play something and record it and upload it, I'd be happy to give you some feedback about notes and rhythms and all the things. So that would be something that would be in the middle of the practice session after the warm-up. At the end, on the document, it talks about celebration. And so celebration would be maybe playing some old music, something you're really good at, or look back in the book and something that used to be hard and maybe now it's easy. You just want to play for fun, and that's a celebration time. So maybe 5 to 10 minutes of that. So that would be a good way to structure your practice time. And I'd love to see you do that every day if you have your instrument. So if you don't have your instrument, and then for everybody who does have their instrument, this is the other thing you might choose to do. I posted and will be posting some other resources that you can watch videos or watch people playing our music from our concert that we have coming up, and hopefully we get to play. But if we don't, you've got the music for it, and it'd be great if you could look those up online, or I'll even post some videos of people playing our songs. We also have some TED Ed Talks, and so they have some really wonderful videos within those that are just related to arts and music, a series related to music that you could watch, and they're not long, and they're really informative and really interesting. We have a couple other links that I posted to Detroit Symphony Orchestra, or that I posted to for one of the military bands. I think it was the Marine band. And they have some old concerts that they have that are all recorded and free for you to watch. So those would be great. And it can be maybe 15 minutes a day. Maybe you discovered Note Flight from back when we were doing some composing in class, and you would like to do some composing on Note Flight and create your own account. Don't forget, Essential Elements Interactive has book 2 on it. So you could even make sure that you're going back and doing the interactive version of Essential Elements and open up book 2. And there's some things in book 2 that maybe you've already worked on and you're good at, and they're all on Essential Elements Interactive. There's also, the other thing I was thinking is maybe you've got a second instrument. Maybe you're somebody who already plays another instrument. Maybe you play piano as well. You could be practicing a whole nother instrument. I would love for you to be considering maybe 15 minutes a day doing something else other than your instrument. And if you don't have your instrument, maybe double that. Maybe 30 minutes. You're doing something music related, if it's composing or watching a couple of videos or listening to a TED Talk. There are ways to be productive and resourceful and still learning something about music. So I will be posting a few more things this week. That's a start, at least. And like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. I will post an assignment. And in that assignment, you could post videos or ask me questions, and I'd be happy to get back with you. And then throughout the week, we'll kind of communicate like that. Feel free to email me at any time, too, if you have any questions. I think that'll wrap it up. And, I look forward to seeing what you guys are able to do this week and have some fun, okay? All right, I gotta let you go. Bye.